Hi, my name's Melissa from Resilience Law, and I'm here to answer the question, do you need a lawyer for Social Security? I think the first portion of this discussion is explaining how Social Security lawyers gets paid. Whether you have a lawyer or an appointed rep, a Social Security advocate only gets paid if your claim is successful and you have a retroactive benefit. That is, you are found to have been disabled for a period before you're granted benefits, and that results in a retroactive lump sum payment to you. Your attorney's fee comes right out of that. It's either 25% or $6,000, whichever is less in most cases. So a Social Security lawyer doesn't cost you money per se. You're not paying anything up front. They'd get a chunk of your settlement at the back end, but that means that they're working so much harder to maximize that benefit to you, to maximize the benefit to themselves. So when people say, do I really need a lawyer for Social Security? The answer is, for me, almost always, yes, you absolutely do, right? It doesn't cost you anything up front. And the lawyer is kind of incentivized to work as hard as possible for you. And typically they're much more successful at getting you granted benefits than you would be if you applied on your own. There are some cases where I tell people I can't be their lawyer. I think that their claim is so likely to be successful that they don't even need my help. And that tends to be in cases where the claimant's older, because the older you are, the easier it is to get on Social Security disability. It tends to be in cases where the claimant has a compassionate allowance. That's a condition so severe and likely to lead to death in the next few years or months that Social Security has it listed as kind of an expedited, extra special case where they're going to take extra care and extra concern to get that person approved as soon as possible. And where the person has a relatively high level of mental competence. So, many times when people are becoming disabled or have become disabled, it's hard for them to do the process, to go through the paperwork, to get the application information to Social Security. And in those cases, sometimes I will take on the case where I know they're going to be approved right away and I won't get paid because I know that they need the help and they need Social Security. But if it's something that they're able to do themselves, there's no reason to bring a lawyer on board, because as soon as they, check the boxes on the application, they're going to get approved right away. For anybody else, I would absolutely recommend that they get a lawyer involved or an advocate, because there's no reason not to, right? You don't have to pay for it, except at the end, a chunk of your payment comes to the lawyer instead, but that payment's likely to be that much greater because you had help along the way, because you had someone getting everything done as soon as possible. Your payment's statistically much more likely to be greater. You're likely to get paid more, you're likely to get paid sooner, and you're more likely to get paid full stop. You can find the statistics online that lawyers are much more likely to help you be successful on your claim. If you're applying for Social Security, you're thinking of hiring a lawyer, you're thinking of not hiring a lawyer, give me a call. My name's Melissa at Resilience Law, and let's talk about it. Let's get started.